Thank you, Charlie. At the top of your screen, you see the time remaining for Sacramento to make a selection. And, Rick, since you know Bill Russell so well, do you have any feelings about what Sacramento might be thinking right now?
Well, I know that Bill Russell feels that he was waiting to see what the other teams did and that he wanted to take the best basketball player, not the best athlete. There's a big difference between the two. I mean, you wouldn't have picked Larry Bird as the best athlete back when he came out of the draft. But he's going to look for somebody who's a good all-around player, can play the type of basketball that Bill Russell likes, which is, of course, a smart game.
Well, Bill Russell made up his mind in a hurry. They didn't even take their allotted 5 minutes. We're ready with the Sacramento announcement. David Stern once again.
The Sacramento Kings select Kenny Smith from North Carolina.
North Carolina now has had 17 players picked in the first round of the NBA draft. Only UCLA has produced more at 19. Of course, UCLA has a player, Reggie Miller, who could certainly be selected in the first round and probably will today. But North Carolina has produced great players year after year, Larry.
Bob, they have, and this is one of them right here. He's consensus first-team All-American. He led North Carolina in scoring and assists, and in fact, is North Carolina's career assist leader. He's an outstanding player at that guard position. You can play him at the 2 guard. You can play him at the 1 guard. I prefer to have him, I think, at the point guard. At 6'3" and 175 pounds, not only does he shoot well, but his biggest asset is being able to handle the basketball and get it to the open man, whether it's in the transition game or the half-court game.
And Larry, a very smart player. In the World Championships, he was the guy that took over down the stretch when they had to come through for that gold medal win. Not afraid to take the shot in a crucial situation, not afraid to make the big play. He took it to the basket once in that game under very adverse conditions. Very smart player. As you can see, that good move there. Just a great athlete, a great player, and I think Bill Russell likes him a lot. And one of the reasons that he wants to have him is I think he'd like to take the ball out of Reggie Theus's hands a little bit.
And I think that's a good idea because you put Smith out there. Even though he's going to step in as a rookie, he can take over and run your club for you.
Oh, yes, he's got great confidence, fine young man, and I think an excellent pick, and I think that he'll really enjoy playing for Bill.
So Kenny Smith is selected by Sacramento, and we going to the West Coast and get to play for Bill Russell with the Sacramento Kings, a great player at the University of North Carolina. And I think most people feel that this is a quality player who can be, the overused phrase, but a meaningful one, an impact player. Let's go to Charlie Neal now and meet Kenny Smith from North Carolina.
Kenny Smith grew up here in the New York area. When it was announced that you were going to the West Coast, your fans sitting out here and your family didn't particularly like the selection because you're going to be going all the way across country. What are your feelings?
Well, you know, I'm just happy to get the opportunity to play in such a great league, and I think any player is really happy, and that's a thrill in itself. I think everyone's a little bit surprised maybe because no one had talked to me from the Sacramento club, and that probably was a surprise in itself.
What do you know about the team in itself as far as your position and your role? You know, they have a new coach and Bill Russell out there, so there's going to be a great opportunity for you to break into that lineup.
Well, roles change every year, and you can't really predict what a player is going to do. I think the best thing for any rookie to go in is just to work hard and try their best, and that's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay, as far as the draft itself, are you surprised that you went this late, or are you surprised that the Sacramento Kings took you, or was it any team were you looking to maybe hold on and go to the New York Knicks?
Well, you know, I'm not really looking towards what pick I went. I'm just happy to be, like I said, it's a thrill in itself. But the only surprise is that I had never talked to him, and so that's the surprise.
Okay, Kenny Smith, out of the New York area and the University of North Carolina, congratulations. Now let's go back to Bob.